Today on In-Depth Outdoors, we're actually in southern Texas. Brought a buddy with me from Minnesota. His name's Jacob Halls. And he's the kind of fisherman that loves to fish for non-traditional species. If you find Jacob on the water, chances are he's fishing for big catfish or sturgeon. And that's what brings us here today. We're going to be targeting alligator gar. If you've never heard of an alligator gar and you don't know what one looks like, imagine an alligator and a fish had offspring, and you'd have yourself an alligator gar. And what makes them special, and what got us to drive all that way from Minnesota to come to the Trinity River to target them, is they get huge. At times you can catch these fish in excess of 200 pounds, and they offer a fantastic fight. So that's why we're here today. Jacob and I are going to get out on the Trinity River, and if we get a fish in the boat, chances are it's going to be the biggest fish we've ever caught on any episode of In-Depth Outdoors. Yep. Good day, gar fish. That's for you. Don't you be making faces. I'll make you cut them.
Whoa.
That piece of bait weighs more than some of the fish I catch through the ice in the winter. The trick is to cast it without getting a lot of it on the boat.
And we're fishing.
On the drive down, Jacob warned me about this part of the trip, where you get everything set up and you're all hyped up. You got that anticipation really kicking hard, and got a great spread out right now. We got 7, 8 rods out, all soaking baits. Things look great, and we're seeing gar everywhere. They're just porpoising all around, and no doubt about it, we are in the right place. I feel really good about the way the baits are fishing right now. Just no bites yet. And I know, just based on what we're seeing, when that line finally does take off, it's going to be worth the chase. Another big one.
Another big one.
That one right there, closest to you. What we're doing now is we are picking up the boat, getting things put away. We've got Jacob right now has got a big chunk of carp out there with a treble hook on it. And we had gar coming through this area. You just see them just jumping all over the place. And about 2 minutes after that action stopped, then we just got this great take. Bobber just goes screaming off. So now what we're doing is we're just waiting for that gar to stop running. And it'll cover a lot of area. I mean, he's still just working right to left.
We're gonna actually have to track this gar. It's actually came from here all the way back up to the shore. Our bobber's up on that shore over there.
Gotcha. So we saw fish in the 50 to about 150 pound range, just guesstimate, kind of surfacing around the boat. So this could be anything from a 50 pound, 70 pound puppy to just a true giant. So you want me to pull the anchors?
Yep.
All right, here we go.
I gotta start tracking some line back.
This is the crazy intense part of this.
See the bobber? Right up by shore.
Oh, he took it right up on shore. You think he dropped it?
No.
Okay. Yeah, that fish ran 100 yards.
My guess is that he's eating it right now since he's stopped. Bobber's up.
Did he just take it back down again?
Yep.
Oh.
Big thing when you're picking lines up and getting closer to the bobber, you gotta open the bail. If they want to run again, you gotta let them run again.
If I start getting too close, Jacob, you holler.
Yeah, just stay there. He's going
Okay.
back out.
Yep. I got him. This is unreal. We've seen some fish that would just scare you. They're so big. These fish, they gulp air. They kind of augment their oxygen intake by actually gulping air above the surface of the water, and then they dive right back down. And some of them are this big around, 6, 7, 8 feet long. So this fish could be fish of the trip right now. That fish is screaming.
Screaming.
The chunks of carp we're using are like this big. They're giants.
There's a right under us.
What do you think?
I'm giving it a little bit more. He's going out left.
Here, I don't want to start or put the motor in gear. Oh, did you see that one out there jump?
No.
They're just huge. They're like telephone poles with fins and like mouths like this.
Just shaking.
Woo. We got a 120-pound wire down to the treble hook. It's got to be time. It has to be time. Hold your line up high so I can see it. I'm going to go underneath it and get shore side of it.
Oh, scary.
All right.
There's my bobber.
Oh, did you see that?
You ready for this?
That's a big one. I'm ready. Grease them, grease them. Yeah!
Jump.
That is a big fish. That is a really big fish. My heart is racing right now. I don't know if the camera's seen the fish yet, but it's just a giant dinosaur.
Come back. We're at the tie.
Oh no, he doesn't.
Just stand down. I'd slowly bring us into shore.
Look at that thing. There's another one right there.
One right there too. Exactly why you make the drive down to Trinity, Texas.
It's like we're getting them excited or something. They're all starting to kind of come in around the boat here. He just porpoised right next to the boat.
All right, so you're gonna loop it.
Yep.
Come down the rod.
Yep.
Over the line, over the mouth.
Holy! Yeah, what else would you use to land a big fish like this in Texas? But a lasso. Got it?
Right. Right behind those pectoral fins. Cinch it up and pull towards his head.
So you want it right behind his ears is what you're telling me.
Yep.
Oh. Hello, sweet mama.
Past them. Yep.
Past one, past two. We got her. Woo!
That's like wrapping a tuna on the back of a tuna boat right there. Once you get the lasso behind its pectoral fins, game on, baby.
I am shaking, I'm shuddering. Whew. Here, you hold this. All right, we're just gonna let the boat drift up against the shore. I didn't even fight it, and I am just shaking. This thing is crazy big. I got him. This fish is not happy, and it's like eyeing up my ankles. I can see the crimp right there. So that hook is not in there very far.
No, the line's around his mouth.
Let's see if we can kind of just work this thing loose. Oh yeah, look at that. In the teeth, it works. Oh. It would be really helpful if you grabbed that, thank you. Woo! Just a crazy fish.
Feel that arm over?
Oh.
You want to pick this up?
Heck yeah, I do. You don't want that end.
Nope.
It's gonna take two of us, I guarantee you that. You got her? Okay, we're gonna do something crazy here. Off with the noose. I'm not real excited about doing anything near the working end of this fish. The jaws on this thing are just crazy. Look at that, Jacob. They're super cool looking fish. Let's go down to our knees. And there is no way to control them. I don't know what to add, man. I'm wore out. What are you thinking on weight? It's got to be pushing 100 pounds.
It's close to 100, I bet, yeah.
Oh. You got a 233 last year? 230?
Yep. It's 90 by 40.
The interesting thing about these fish, we talked about it earlier, they gulp air. They can actually breathe out of the water quite well. I mean, they can't stay out of there for hours without some damage, but minutes is not an issue. You know, so very often when we're dealing with fish in the upper Midwest, everything's about, you know, quick, get it out of the water, quick photo, get it back in. But one of the things that actually aids us in catching these fish is being able to see where they surface. They're just coming up, gulping some air, and of course, that's just a dead giveaway for us.
Dead giveaway.
We saw more gar in the span of about 5 minutes before we caught this one than we had seen in the last 5 hours. I don't know where they came from or what they were doing, but they showed up in numbers. And then of course, one of them took that big piece of carp. All right, you got enough left and to kind of pick this thing up and go to the water? I'm just worn out from holding it. Oh. Muscles were on lockdown there, man. Oh. All right, hopefully she doesn't hold a grudge. What a critter.
Couple things to notate if we can, if you can get a shot of this mouth.
I'll get out of the way because I don't trust that end.
There's teeth actually right on that front upper portion of the mouth. When people actually get them in the boat, the thing that actually cuts them is not the teeth in the middle, it's these teeth on the snout. I think she's about ready.
When you let her go, don't send her my way.
All right, I'm gonna see if she's ready.
Holy buckets.
Well, bud, that's why we came down here.
You got any strength left in that one?
Oh, jeez.
Whew. That was incredible.